So you've always dreamt of owning a Range Rover, have you? Well, let me show you one of the most important features, and that's round here near the back. This is the fuel filler cap. And round here you'll be spending many happy hours as a Range Rover owner, if you buy a petrol model that is. Because here is where you'll put £70 worth of petrol in to fill the car up, which will get you about 200 miles to the tank, which equates to about 12 miles to the gallon. Put 10 quid's worth of fuel in this thing and you hardly notice the gauge moving. Still fancy a Range Rover? Inside this 4-litre counter you get all the trim that you would expect to find in a Range Rover. Leather seats, wood trim. Make sure if you're looking for a Range Rover that you find a car that has all the bits working properly. We're talking about the electric mirrors and the electric windows and the air conditioning blowing nice cold air out. One other fascinating feature on the Range Rover is the air suspension. You can have it set high for off-roading or low, like this, for easy access in and out.
The brake is...
If you want to be seen in a car, then the ultimate for me is the Range Rover. Forget about S-Class Mercedes and Bentleys. The Range Rover is the car to be seen in. People who buy a Range Rover buy into the brand, and they like all the accessories to go with it, the running boards and the bull bars and the nudge bars. The Range Rover has been on top in the four-wheel drive kingdom for a long time, despite the fact that the Mercedes M-Class and the BMW X5 have tried to topple it. None have quite managed to succeed it, despite the fact that both of those cars probably drive better than the Range Rover. As you would expect with such a big car like this, there's plenty of body roll going round corners, but Range Rover have improved that over the years and made it better. Now there are 3 different engines to choose from in the range, 2 petrol and 1 diesel. Most customers go for the petrol cars. You can either have a 4-litre like this or the 4.6. Both of them are very thirsty and neither particularly quick. The diesel is a BMW diesel unit, a 2.5 turbo diesel, and that will return getting close to 30 miles to the gallon on average. The Range Rover has such a commanding on-road presence. Of course, you sit high in the car, you can see over the hedges when you're driving through narrow country lanes like this, and the car feels a lot bigger than it actually is. Inside, though, there's plenty of room for the passengers. Now, these model Range Rovers were first launched in 1994, so they've been around for a long time now. They're due for a replacement within the next 2 years, and that's going to be an all-new Range Rover, including one that might cost up to £100,000. But forget about paying silly money like that. Buy a car like this with 21,000 miles on the clock. This could be yours for just over £20,000 for a car that cost 40 grand new.
The undisputed king of off-roaders with an all-new Range Rover due next year, there are plenty of used models about. An MREG 4.6 HSE at a main dealer could be yours for 13 grand. But remember that shocking fuel consumption. The diesel may not be quick, but it certainly will be better for the bank balance.
Whilst you could never say that spending £21,000 on a car is cheap, it's not bad for a 2-year-old example like this, which cost originally £40,000 new. I reckon this is a bit of a bargain. That's it for this week's Used Car Heaven. We'll be back at the same time next week.